time you may be watching. I'm Samuel Lund, and alongside me today is James Wing, and this is the Nightly News, brought to you by the College of St. Rose's very own St. Rose Television Club.
Thank you, Sam, for that introduction. Well, I hope everyone had a great Easter break. I know I did. Let's get started with the events going on this week. As many of you know, this week is Resume Critique Week. Anyone who needs help getting started with their resume or needs some revision help, the Career Center will be holding an event all week from Wednesday, March 30th to Friday, April 2nd. Any questions coming the event may contact the Career Center. Their contact information can be found at stros.edu/careercenter, so definitely check it out.
One of the top leading stories that hit the Chronicle's first page this past week was a story about a current graduate student at the St. Rose named Christopher Sookbin Brennan, who has been charged with 2 counts of endangering the welfare of a child. Sources say that Christopher Brennan used the social media and posed as a model agent to lure in young girls, asking them to solicit photos. The fake Instagram account he was using was Emma Stanton 777. He had targeted hundreds of different girls varying in ages 8 to 15 years old. Some of those girls informed their parents, in which they then informed the police. The Colony Police Department had a search warrant for his apartment located on 508 Morris Street, where he was then taken into custody. He pleaded not guilty to the 2 counts as the investigation is still underway.
We all know this past week we have learned about the devastating news going on in Brussels, Belgium. Brussels was attacked by what is known to be a terrorist attack from ISIS. ISIS took credit and confirmed that they were responsible for the attacks. Sources say that 31 people were killed and 270 were wounded during the attacks. 2 of the 3 people who were identified and wanted for the attacks have been found. 1 has died during the attacks. The other has been arrested. The 3rd has yet to be found. Police say that the house of one of the recorded terrorists was found at the apartment, filled with weapons and bombs. Victims of the attacks currently being identified, as some are still missing from the incident.
Let's go to Theodore Stabile with a look at our weather.
This weekend was a beautiful one, with the weather staying mostly around the high 40s and mid 50s. This week is going to take a different turn as we expect to see rain throughout the week. This week we will be undergoing a series of wet weather days. 2 low pressure systems, one from the southeast and another from the Midwest, collided early Monday onto the rest of the day, bringing in some very heavy rain. Scattered showers were expected throughout the day Monday, and some more rain is expected to hit Albany on Thursday. Although today we took a break from the rain, we did receive high winds and gusts up to 35 miles per hour. Good kite flying weather.
This week's forecast consists of some back and forth nice weather to wet weather. For Thursday the 31st, be ready for some evening showers in warmer weather. It will be a low of 43 and a high of 64. Showers will be on Thursday, will carry over on to Friday the 1st of April with a low of 46 and a high of 52. And it seems like by the end of the weekend, we will have some much more calmer weather. On Saturday the 2nd, we will be partly cloudy with a low of 40 and a high of 50. And Sunday the 3rd being mostly sunny with a low of 28 and a high of 40. This week's weather will be a little up and down, but it's nice to finish the week with a nice looking weekend.
Now for some on-campus sports. Unfortunately, the softball team lost 7-2 in their first game on Friday against the Stonehill Skyhawks. According to the Chronicle, the team states that due to inclement weather, that they were not able to play at their best, losing 11-2 in the second game as well. Considering that this is their first game, they shouldn't be too hard on themselves, and with more future games to come, I'm sure they'll do better later on in the season.
Thank you for tuning in to this week's episode. Once again, my name is Samuel Lund, and alongside me today is James Wing. Remember to tune in to next week's episode of Nightly News.